what they do, what it is, bringing you another deep dive tape stash to your phone, to your living room, or to your desktop. Whatever it is, make sure you subscribe to the Orion Hip Hop YouTube page, where you can peep previous episodes of Deep Dive Tape Stash, as well as music from yours truly, dope remixes, and obscure demos. Now, let's get into this little single that I have for you right here. This is a sampler single from the record label Geffen. 1997, they were promoting a couple of different artists on this little single that I got in front of you. So put on your speedos, take a splash with me, and let's take a deep dive into this. This tape right here only had a few tracks on it, really. I have another Geffen sampler tape that I really want to get into because I actually like the other one a little bit more than this one. But let's get into this one first, I feel. Let's get this one out the way. First two tracks on this is from an Inglewood, California rapper by the name of Gooch. Did some knowledge on him, and all I could find was really an album that he released on Geffen. Really didn't do all that well, fell under the radar. The first track on this is Keep It on the Down Low, and it has a video you can check out on YouTube. The song was produced by Sir Jinx, and Sir Jinx is a legend. If you don't know, you will know now, because Sir Jinx is a producer that got down with Ice Cube, Exhibit, and even Kool G Rap. You feel me? Keep It on the Down Low is kind of like a party track, kind of about having your side piece and keep it on the down low. What's more obvious than that? Now, when I hear a song title like that, I just automatically think about R. Kelly and that classic that he released back in the days, which is one of my favorite R. Kelly tracks, but just doesn't age well given R. Kelly's track record. You feel me? Jeez, it just doesn't sit the same anymore. God damn it. Anyways, the other track featured on this from Gooch is 50 Wayz, featuring Kool G Rap. I remember having this tape and being like, damn, he has this song, because it doesn't, if you look at the liner notes of the tape itself, it doesn't say featuring Kool G Rap. But once you start playing 50 Wayz, you quickly realize that the second verse is being spit by the legend Kool G Rap. And I always wondered, why is Kool G Rap rapping with this West Coast dude? Because I never drew the connections of Kool G Rap with Sir Jinx. But most definitely, Sir Jinx had a lot to do with Kool G Rap. They did a lot of stuff together, and you can check out material from them brothers that Sir Jinx and him really got down with a lot of stuff. And Sir Jinx, like I mentioned earlier, had worked with Ice Cube, specifically on Ice Cube's first album, and I believe that's how the connection between him and Kool G Rap was forged. Kool G Rap's verse on 50 Ways to Die is really fucking fire. Go check out this track. You can hear it on the streaming platforms, and if you don't have any of those, you can always look it up on YouTube. Now, the next track is from Sauce Money, a song called Action. It too has a video that you can go check out online. To me, it's kind of the more forgettable tracks from Sauce Money. I was a Sauce Money fan back in the days because the first time I heard him was on Soul in the Hole and Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, a song called Bring It On, and I really was amped to hear a Sauce Money album. Unfortunately, it never came out on Geffen. I believe it came out later on MCA. A lot of artists that were on Geffen, their contracts were bought out by MCA, and hence that's why Sauce Money's Middle Finger You was released on MCA. Now, Sauce Money should have came out in Rockefeller, but there's interviews with Sauce Money with Vlad TV that you can check out. Description box, I'm gonna put a link to that so you can hear it from the man himself as to why that never came into fruition, why he wasn't an all-out Rockefeller artist, kind of like Memphis Bleak or Beanie Siegel. I think he would have been a great lyricist to be on that roster, no doubt. But Action itself is not a song I'm too keen on, and I wasn't really feeling that track, to be honest. The Roots, What They Do is featured on this. That too had a video. The video was amazing. This is a song off Philadelphia Half-Life. I actually have What They Do Roots single as well, and I did an episode on that. It was one of my early episodes, which is episode 19. Description box, I'll put a link for that video as well. But everybody knows about that video. It was awesome, and it actually got the Roots in a lot of beef within the industry because of the tongue-in-cheek subtitle captions that they had in the video, where they were making fun of a lot of the, or not making fun of, just poking fun at a lot of the cliches in rap videos in the 90s especially. Then it goes into 2 tracks from Chris Rock. Chris Rock had a comedy album that he released that was completely produced by Prince Paul. In this era, in the 90s, it wasn't uncommon for comedians to come out with their own CDs where it would have a mesh of not only their stand-up routines, but also some original songs. People like Jeff Foxworthy, Adam Sandler, all these people come to mind when I say that. And so the first thing that they did was put the stand-up that he had where he talks about O.J. Simpson, that is, and that whole thing. So it's just a straight comedy bit. I actually sampled that at one point and then made a beat around it. I need to find that. I just got to go through a whole bunch of burnt CDs to find that, to be honest with you. But I would love to see what that even sounds like, because I can't even remember the beat that I laid on it. Then it plays a track from Chris Rock called Champagne, which had a video as well. So I'm going to put it in the description box, links to all of these videos that I mentioned. But in that song, he creates this character known as Bluff Daddy. Obviously, tongue-in-cheek, making fun of Puff Daddy. And the video itself takes little clips that emulate the Hypnotize video from Biggie, the Missy Elliott video for The Rain, Lil' Kim's video, Crush on You. It's got a singer on this track, and I really tried my best to figure out who the singer was. The best I could do is find some singer possibly by the name of Mo-Like or possibly Juicy Fruit, but beyond that, I could not find who the singer was that is singing throughout this song. It does feature an artist by the name of Kool Ski, and if you know, Kool Ski is from the Fat Boys. So Fat Boys Kool Ski has maybe 8 bars that he drops on it. Nothing too crazy. I love what the lady is singing on this though. It is hilarious, and how Chris Rock is making fun of Puff Daddy is funny as well. He's in a jacuzzi throughout the whole video, and jacuzzi's obnoxiously flying through different parts of the world. It's kind of funny. The song samples Run DMC's Rockbox, and once again by the legendary producer Prince Paul. This was Prince Paul's first Grammy. I don't know if Prince Paul won the Grammy with Chris Rock for this album that it came out on, which was Roll With The New, or if it was the next album that he produced for Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker. But nonetheless, funny stuff, hilarious albums. Go check them out. This was a pretty dope sampler, and I can't wait to get into the other sampler I have from Geffen that is even iller than this one, to be honest with you, because on this tape, I'm really only feeling the root song, the Chris Rock things, and the 50 Ways from Gooch. You feel me? I wish I had a little bit more tracks. If you look at the liner notes, it says that it repeats the program on both sides. So that's kind of dope, because then you don't got to rewind. That's some back in the days if you had a tape player in the car type of mission. You feel me? All right, peace.